Welcome, folks. I am Jaby Koay, joined by ACHARA KIRK.
What's up?
We're looking at the trailer to Boss Level, starring Frank Grillo, or Grillo. I don't actually know how you say his name. I've never said it before. And Mel Gibson. So this is from Joe Blow Movie Trailers. If you want to see more trailers, click on the link in the description below. All right, Boss Level. Here we go.
Hey, Jake. Can I get a large bottle of that Baijiu? You know what?
Yeoh.
Oh, hi there.
How can you drink like that? I used to complain that every day felt the same, and now every day is the same. Hey, Jake, I have died 144 times, and every day ends like this. But it doesn't matter. Not when you've lost everything you've loved. Venter, man who had me killed 150 times.
The power to rewrite history. It's mine.
Exactly. I know everything that's gonna happen. One thing that never changes.
What's up, pretty boy?
A bunch of assholes will kill me for reasons that remain a mystery.
I am one in, and one in has done this.
Right.
It's for you. Roy, can you hear me? We can't explain it right now, but I'm gonna need your help.
Gemma? The only woman I've ever loved and who can stop this is still alive. I have to get killed. Over and over again. Until I sing her. You need to learn how to fight with a sword. I would only have a day. I think we can get a lot done in a day.
Someone's been the busiest little beaver.
I'm stuck in the death loop because of you.
Exactly.
Bring them all. I can do this all day.
Yeah, you can.
I thought that was Naomi Watts. I haven't seen her face in a while. They got a lot of faces in this movie. Oh, it's Joe Carnahan. Joe Carnahan did a movie called Smokin' Aces. I first heard of him from a BMW short film. It was a collection of BMW short films with Clive Owen. He was sort of the James Bond guy. Joe Carnahan's short film is actually my favorite. It was the most interesting one of the collection, in my opinion. And so I always looked out for his name. Anyway, about this, it has the same sort of vibe, the fun vibe of Smokin' Aces. It's like Groundhog's Day, obviously. That's the obvious one, right?
Yeah.
Combined with,
Edge of Tomorrow.
I guess Edge of Tomorrow. Well, that's the same concept.
I think it's way closer to Edge of Tomorrow than it is to Groundhog's Day.
It's the same basic concept.
The action and stuff. It's a cool idea because, you know, every time you are playing a video game and you reach a hard nemesis, you just learn from dying over and over and over again. I mean, how many times did I watch you die recently playing God of War and trying to defeat the Valkyrie? A bunch of times.
Right.
But every time you die, you learn something new and valuable about what you're supposed to do.
For me, this does feel like Edge of Tomorrow, but in combination with something like Suicide Squad,
Okay.
because in that film, all these different characters were trying to kill her after she broke up with Joker.
Are you
Suicide Squad,
talking
right?
of Birds of Prey?
Sorry, Birds of Prey. That's what I meant.
Okay, I've not seen Suicide Squad, but Birds of Prey,
Yeah,
yes.
Birds of Prey. That's what I messed up. Like, for some reason, I confuse those two titles sometimes.
It's easy.
Birds of Prey. At the very beginning, after she breaks up with Joker, like, all these people are out to kill her.
Yeah.
And so I got a Birds of Prey sort of vibe from this as well, like in combination with Edge of Tomorrow, because it's like that sort of high octane action. It's stylistic and it's fun, so it totally goes with. I'm excited to watch this. I'm excited to watch this just because it's like it gives you the opportunity to have a lot. It's an excuse for so many different kinds of action and creative action at that. Joe Carnahan obviously likes to do action. It gives him an opportunity to like do similar scenarios, but in like fundamentally different ways each time.
You can get really creative with it, and I like the different characters as well because they're all very specific.
Yeah.
You have that Asian lady with the sword, and she is like a specific type of character. It very much feels like a video game.
Well, that's why they did the title like that.
Yeah, because she's all like, woo, you know, that's her shtick, and then you have like the three dudes who speak German for some weird reason before they blow him up. You've got like a little guy, the mysterious Michelle Yeoh, who is, you know, the swords lady sensei. Yeah, you've got like a whole cast of interesting, but almost like kind of stereotypical side characters, like supporting characters as well, but it's super fun.
I mean, it's leaning into all that stuff.
The genre.
Yeah, it's leaning into the genre really, really heavily, but I enjoy it thoroughly. I think Deadpool is definitely another sort of reference because it's sort of self-deprecating in a way.
Yeah, it's irreverent.
Yeah, he's making fun of it. And the premise is like he's got this one love, and that's the only thing that's keeping him going.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I guess that's sort of letting a lot of shit, but
yeah.
in this sort of, self-deprecating action genre, the comedy, Deadpool is the closest reference. It is comedy. It's not, it doesn't say comedy in here, but it says sci-fi action, but it's definitely gonna be funny.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's gonna have comedic deaths throughout the movie.
Oh yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of the deaths are comedic.
Right.
It gets to a point where the violence is at a level 10, but you expect it coming. So you just want to see how he dies in newer and more creative ways.
Right. But ultimately, at the other end of it is you want to see him overcome all that stuff.
Well, yeah, obviously. It's frustrating, like when you play a video game and you just keep dying.
Right.
You're like, ah.
Well, one of the cool things about this particular concept is that he has a lot of nemesis. I knew that was gonna happen. A lot of nemesis. What it allows is, it helps you to stay away from things being too repetitive, even though the inherent concept, like source code or whatever it is, even though the inherent concept, you know what source code is?
No.
With Jake Gyllenhaal, him trying to stop a bomb or something.
Okay.
I've only seen the movie once a long time ago. I don't remember it that well, but with so many different enemies, it allows you to keep things fresh throughout the movie.
Yeah.
Even though there's a repeat of what's happening at the end of each day, it manages to stay fresh throughout because he's dying in a variety of different ways, at a variety of different locations. It does have some level of unexpectedness, even though you expect him to die again and again and again until he figures his way out with Michelle Yeoh's help. I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about Mel Gibson for a moment. His presence is actually perfect for the villain in this movie because he brings something to it where it's like he has so much behind him somehow that he doesn't have to do a whole lot for you to recognize, oh, that's the villain. And him being in the movie for even a short period of time, he still has a lot of presence that comes with him.
For sure.
I just rewatched Constantine. I can't remember the name of the actor, but he is well known. He's just not a well-known name.
Gavin Rossdale? Who played the
Satan.
the
Yeah,
devil?
he played the devil, yeah.
handsome one? He was in a bad.
No. He wasn't the handsome one.
Oh, no.
He's the Russian astronaut in Armageddon.
Oh, gotcha.
And he's also in Fargo.
Always forget his name.
Yeah, everyone forgets his name, but he's a very well-known face. And the thing about it is, when he shows up in the movie, even though he's only in it at the end, he's so well known, like he has so much presence with him that you don't mind him being in just the last part of the movie.
Right,
so likewise here, I know that's a weird comparison. Likewise here, Mel Gibson, from the trailer, he's not in the movie all that much. It was enough to get his name on the thing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Before Michelle Yeoh.
That's what's weird to me is like there's so many other names here that I would think would also make it in the marquee or whatever you want to call it.
Apparently,
headline.
Joe Blow didn't think that Michelle Yeoh was enough of a headliner.
There's a lot of headline names, is all I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And so maybe when the trailer shows up in other places, you'll see those names. But yeah, I lost my train of thought for a second. Mel Gibson, so from the trailer you can see that he's not in the film that much, but like he still brings a lot to the table just being himself. He doesn't have to do a whole lot.
Yeah, also like just the way he is now, he's an older guy, he's got gravitas, but he still reeks of badass.
I haven't seen Naomi Watts in a while. At least to the best of my recollection, I haven't seen her in a while. And fun fact, if you want to see her boobs, watch 21 Grams.
Okay.
That's all I remember from 21 Grams was that it was a cool movie that was non-linear with Sean Penn, and they have like a love scene. I'm like, oh my God, Naomi Watts' boobs.
Okay.
I just remember that, and it was a good movie. Boobs aside. Boobs never aside. But boobs aside, yeah, it was a good movie. So I like everything about this trailer. It looks like a lot of fun, and having gone through God of War, like you said recently, like dying over and over again.
Ass handed to you.
The Valkyries are brutal.
hours.
I mean, like everyone who's played God of War knows the Valkyries are brutal. This is very much in line with, especially in the throes of the pandemic. This is a perfect film because I feel like, no, this is not I feel like, this is actually statistically shown that video game time, or people playing video games, has gone up exponentially in the pandemic.
Yeah.
Exponentially. The predictions for how much money video games were gonna make in 2020 were completely outpaced. Like I think it was gonna make they thought forgive me if I'm getting this wrong, if it was millions or billions, but I think they were expecting like $120 billion and it made $160 billion or something crazy. Whatever the predictions were for 2020, it completely obliterated it because of the pandemic. And so that, this movie speaks to the current audience quite a bit, is all I'm trying to say. Not that people weren't playing video games before, but even more so now. Be sure to check out ACHARA KIRK on her YouTube channel, youtube.com/ACHARA, where she plays a video game sometimes. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out.